Hello, welcome to my presentation of how I am mitigating hair loss naturally without any pharmaceuticals, meaning I don't use finasteride, dutasteride, or minoxidil, or in other words, Rogaine or Keeps, or any of these rebrands of the 30-year-old pharmaceutical drugs that they've been pushing for forever. So without further ado, let's get into what I use externally on my scalp and in my shower. First thing that I recommend, the top thing, this is the most important piece of the puzzle right here, is getting a shampoo that mitigates DHT. You can get it ketoxinazole, I think I pronounced that right, but Derek from moreplates.moredates.com has a video about it, but it's ketoxinazole shampoo, and that's been shown to, they think that it inhibits DHT, but this right here definitely inhibits DHT as it contains saw palmetto in a super concentrated form, and saw palmetto contains 5-alpha reductase inhibitors, which are the process that take testosterone to dihydrotestosterone inside of your cells. The next thing that I use externally is a microneedling device. This one you can adjust how much that you want to, or how deep you want the needles to go, as well as it is electronic, so it does do it for you essentially. You can get a non-electronic one. You can get the roller ones. I would tend to get one that goes straight in because the rollers aren't as effective as these ones, and these ones go straight in, which there's more evidence suggesting that that is healthier for your skin rather than the rollers, which put it in at an angle. The next thing I use is a red light cap. The red light cap I find to be quite useful for older individuals, but younger people can benefit from it as well. I wear this about 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day if I miss a day. And what it does is just, essentially it recharges your cells. Our cells are able to absorb sunlight as they absorb vitamin D, but your mitochondria over time lose this ability. So by putting directed red light directly on your scalp with lasers, it actually forces the light to go inside and create and help your cells create adenosine triphosphate. The next thing I highly recommend, is getting a shower head filter. This is just one of the cartridges, as my filter is on there and I don't want to spill water everywhere. But using a shower head filter will remove the chlorine as well as other heavy metals and byproducts from the pipes and from the water company and from the city. The chlorine is our main concern here, as chlorine dries out your scalp, and it's just like the grass outside. If the grass is dry, it doesn't grow. Your hair is the same type of thing. If it's dry, if your skin's dry, it's not going to grow. Now that's everything I use. Actually, there's one more thing. Sometimes I do put castor oil on my head, and you can infuse saw palmetto or amla or other herbs that you've heard of, like rosemary oil. You can use that as well, and castor oil would be the best one to put it in because this is the deepest penetrating oil, hence why the Egyptians used it. But it's not necessary if you have this right here. And I would recommend this maximum once a week. It's not the most important thing, but it can help. Now there actually is one more thing. Externally, what I do is a massage. I massage the outside of my head, usually about 5 minutes to 10 minutes a day. And just from this alone, I've actually seen my hair grow because this helps remove the DHT from the area, which is the leading driver of your hair loss, because the DHT gets stuck up there and it pushes the follicles out. So if you rub your head all around, then essentially you will help expedite the process of removing that stagnant DHT. Now, moving on from the external. These are the things I use internally to help give my body the nutrients and vitamins and minerals that it needs to regrow my hair. Now, first off, bone marrow. Now, you can get this in an encapsulated form, but I tend to just go ahead and get it raw just like that. It tastes amazing, honestly. You can take it like that, cook in it, it's fine. But the reason I do that is about 80% of it is saturated fat that has a lot of vitamins and minerals, but the other 20% has something called collagen, and collagen is extremely important for your hair, skin, and nail health. So for my hair, I've got the bone marrow to give it those essentially, like protein for muscles, collagen for your hair. And now, where it goes. The other thing I like to have is a bit of liver every day. Liver has a lot of minerals, a lot of vitamins. It's a health food. It's very healthy. I would recommend getting grass-fed, grass-finished, as that will have the highest amount of vitamins and minerals. But if you really can only find grain-fed, then that will suffice for now. But I would really try and find a good source of high-quality liver and bone marrow. Now, cacao. Cacao is something that I've started to absolutely love. This is a 99%, so it's extremely bitter. You can go as low as I'd say 70%. Really, 80% is probably the sweet spot for most people for getting the benefits of the cacao. Cacao is very good at moving blood, as well as cacao has shown in elderly people to stimulate stem cell growth by over, I think, 50% in people who are older, which hadn't been done before. And they were just given cacao drinks twice a week. What's next? Cayenne pepper. Just get some good organic cayenne pepper. This will literally cost you nothing, and you'll have it for like a year. I still have, I've used a lot, and that's like nothing. Like, I've cooked with it for the past 3 months, and I still have like 95% of it. So, and this was only like $3. So get some cayenne pepper, as it contains vitamin B1, thiamide, I believe it is. And thiamide is very important for creating keratin, which keratin is what your hair is made up of. And the collagen builds the keratin, but also, you need the vitamins to be able to process that stuff. Let's see, what is next? Eggs. I consume around 8 to 12 eggs a day, sometimes as many as 20, honestly. These are important for your hormonal health, but also it contains something called biotin, which biotin is another vitamin that is essential for your hair to grow. So, and it's extremely bioavailable in here. So I do sometimes crack these on my head and leave it for a few minutes in the shower, but you don't necessarily have to do that. I usually just eat eggs, and a lot of them, and that's a good source of protein for me, and it also gives me the benefits for my hair that I want. And at the moment, that looks like it's everything. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I'm not going to be clipping it up, as this is my first one I'm putting up, so this is just raw, unfiltered. You get all the information for free. All I ask is that you like the video and subscribe and turn on the post notifications, so that way whenever I drop the next video, it'll be a more in-depth guide of all of this you see in front that you've heard today, as well as some other elements to it that I am currently in the process of researching and testing on. So thank you, YouTube, and have a nice day.